This single mother is about to be kicked out of her apartment, and the only option she has is to ask her boss for a raise. This is Maria. She lives in a one-bedroom apartment with her 2 kids and her mom. She works as a housekeeper for a hotel and is able to save a little bit every month for emergencies. However, after COVID, food prices soared and her rent went up. After 3 years of struggling, she ran out of her savings and even had to borrow money from her friends. With no way of paying her friends back, she was left with one option: to ask her boss for a raise. This was how it went. One stormy afternoon, Maria decided she couldn't put it off any longer. She was going to ask Mr. Kevin Johnson, the hotel manager, for a raise. The thought had been gnawing at her for months, and today was the day. She knocked forcefully on Mr. Johnson's office door, her heart pounding in her chest. "Come in," he said. She entered, determined to make her case. Kevin Johnson looked up from his desk. "Maria, what can I do for you?" She took a deep breath, her voice steady, and said, "Mr. Johnson, I've been working here for 5 years now, and I haven't had a raise in all that time. I wanted to talk to you about that." Mr. Johnson leaned forward, his eyebrow furrowing. "Maria, times have been tough for the hotel industry. We've had to tighten our belts, and raises have been hard to come by." Maria nodded, her determination unwavering. "I understand that, Mr. Johnson, but food prices keep going up, and now my rent just went up too. I can't pay my bills with my current salary." Kevin scratched his chin, seemingly deep in thought. "Okay, Maria, your dedication haven't gone unnoticed. Let me see what I can do." The next day, Mr. Johnson met with his business partner, Stephen, who was in charge of finances. "Hey, Steve, we have a problem." "What happened?" Steve asked with a concerned look. "Maria wants a raise." "Damn. Is she adamant about it?" "Yeah, she says she's having a hard time making ends meet," Kevin replied. "Well, it makes sense. I'm surprised she didn't ask for a raise sooner." Kevin, surprised. "Wait, what? You knew she was going to ask for a raise? How? We haven't given her a raise in the 5 years that we've hired her. Do you even know how much she is making?" "How much is she making?" $13 an hour, like all new employees." "Is that low?" Kevin asked, not really knowing what a low wage is. "Yes, that's low. Can you raise a family with $2,000 a month these days?" "Whoa, really? That's less than my mortgage. How much should she be making?" "Well, normally she should be getting a 2.5% every year, and..." Wait, what? 2.5% every year? What for?" "Inflation goes up 2.5% every year, so the cost of living increases by that much too." "Wait, what? We can't afford that." "Well, technically we can, because we raise our prices at 3% every year." "But 2020 nearly killed us, and so how can we still have money for a raise?" "Well, we got government aid, and we've been doing really well in 2021 and 2022, now that people are traveling again." "But was it enough to cover the loss from 2020? "Almost, mainly because we raised our rates by 5% in 2021 and 10% in 2022, because inflation was 8% last year." "Wow," Kevin said surprisingly. "So how much should Maria be getting paid?" "Well, if we give her a 2.5% raise every year, she would be making $13 an hour in year 1, $13.32 in year 2, $13.66 in year 3, $14 in year 4, and $14.35 in year 5. Wow, $14.35 an hour? And we're paying her $13 an hour? How much are we saving a year because of that? Let's see. $14.35 minus $13 times 40 hours a week times 52 weeks a year be around $2,800. Dude, that's amazing. We saved $2,800 this year? If we multiply that by the 10 people that we hired, we'd save $28,000 just by not giving them a raise. How much did we save over the last 5 years? Well, if you multiply it all out, it would be $6,931 over 5 years. Dude, that's pretty crazy. I can't believe Maria is still with us, even though we didn't give her a raise over the last 5 years. Well, that's because of our rule to treat everyone nicely. If we treat them nicely enough, okay, they'll work for us even if we don't pay them a lot. Do you think I can act nicer to her and not to give her a raise? Dude, Kevin, no, okay? We haven't given her a raise in 5 years. She's probably starving herself just to make ends meet. You're right. So, how much of a raise should we give her? The next day, Kevin met with Maria to deliver the news. Maria, I've been looking over the budget and I have some good news. We can give you a raise. Maria couldn't help but smile. He leans forward, his tone more genuine than usual. You've earned it, Maria. Your dedication and hard work haven't gone unnoticed. We'll give you a $1.30 per hour raise. So you'll be making $14.30 per hour starting next month. That's a 10% increase. Hopefully that can help you with your living expenses. Maria's heart soared. She would be getting an extra $200 a month. She can use $100 to pay for her expenses and use the rest to pay off her debt. After a year, she should be able to start saving again. Thank you so much, Mr. Johnson, she said again, her voice filled with gratitude. I really appreciate it. After Maria left, Mr. Johnson let out a huge sigh of relief. Thank goodness she liked the raise. So, how much of a raise should we give her? Well, the two main reasons for a raise is cost of living and performance. Since she is very good at her job, I think we can raise her salary to $14.30 per hour. Wait, but didn't you say that she was good at her job? Yeah, I did. Then why is it $13.40? If we just account for inflation, it should already be $14.35. Shouldn't we give her more for being a good worker? We've never given her a raise based on performance before. Why should we start now? In reality, we just need to make her happy. We don't really need to be fair. And she'll be too happy to be able to get out of her situation, and that she'll forget about asking for more. This will probably last for another 3 to 5 years until she is starving again. But you know what? If you want to pay her more from your paycheck, that's fine with me. Are you kidding? My wife wants another $5,000 purse because she accidentally scratched the last one. It's okay. I'll just be extra nice to Maria so she won't ask for more money. Yeah, that's what I thought. Heroes don't always wear capes, and villains don't always wear masks. Know what you're worth, or else someone else will decide it for you.